Okay.
Whee!
Welcome back to more Metroid Prime. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I understand that the mic angle is a little bit weird.
Says you. I think it's ideal.
So, I mean, I do sound pretty loud. Why did you put it on OBS anyway?
Let's see the mic input.
So, today me and Fred will be continuing Metroid, and this will be the first of an actual continuous Metroid playthrough because now we've finished Metal Gear Solid 2. We will be continuing solely on Sunday with Metroid Prime, and then we're also, so that Fred can commit to his work a little bit better, we're going to be stopping Resident Evil on Wednesday, and then instead we're going to be continuing Resident Evil for after we've done Metroid Prime. So a little bit of a shift up, but it shouldn't, I mean, there shouldn't be any growing pains with it or anything. What can I talk about? I am looking forward to seeing more of this game today. Just as a reminder, Fred will be playing this with retro achievements, so as well as playing the game in general, he'll probably be showing off some of his 100% completionist side a bit, and trying to do as many of the trophies in the game as he can.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be doing all of them on the stream because some will get a pain in the butt. It's just, I'm going to be playing this game and going for the achievements. May as well get the progression ones out of the way during this.
So
Whatever, that can wait till later.
yeah, are you done now?
He's stupid. Yeah. Log in! You really don't log in, kids. Every goddamn time I clone a Reaper, I have to copy this stupid magic key that's like 500 letters long. Go away. Whatever happened to just logging in like normal people? Since when did logging in with a username and password become insecure?
You can do that on GitHub desktop.
Oh, so they're corrupt. Right. God forbid we don't use their crappy proprietary tools. Nah, if you use command line gate, you get punished. Great. Anyway, away from that and onto the bloody game. Hopefully I won't find things to lament in this one. Just don't remember where the heck we were. That was the worst thing with these games, is not remembering what you have done, what you haven't done, what there is to do, where you're going.
Well, that'll be easier now because we won't be jumping between games anymore.
Yeah, thank goodness. I'm sure we just took out the plan, which would have gotten us, yeah, this, oh, that's not the jump button? Fine.
And also, now that we've finished Metal Gear, we can chat a lot more as well.
Hell yeah. Yeah, with this fancy suit we can withstand lava heat. Yeah, that's valid English.
Lava heat?
Yeah, this place used to be too dangerous for us to walk about in. We still can't walk in lava like I just did, but otherwise, we're good.
That lava does look like lava from the early noughties.
It's not great, is it?
Nah. So I haven't really been up too much lately. I've mainly been focusing on my streams.
Game. Go on.
What?
Just. We already checked the game audio's working, so I don't need to check it.
Yeah. So I've mainly been focusing on my streaming, and then apart from that, I've been playing games mostly. one slight drawback of Fred wanting to focus on his work more, which, by the way, is totally reasonable, because, I mean, if you have a full-time job, you need to be, you know, doing your job. But that does mean that I'm gonna be doing more of the chores lately. Not lately. Soon, I guess. So my days are about to get a lot more busier, and hopefully I'm gonna try not to make chores stressful, but I just feel like they are that in general. So I guess I mean, I did have a pretty big life event this past week, obviously, because it was my birthday, and I can't really talk about much about my birthday. It was pretty low-key. I actually spent most of the day at home because I kind of realised with it being a work day that, yeah, my fiance, Fred's family, won't be able to celebrate it right off the bat, so I was mostly just chilling on my birthday, and then I had a very short but very sweet birthday celebration, and I do wish that could have gone on a little bit longer, because it's like, it's Friday, why are people going to bed early, or why are people just, you know, effing off upstairs or whatever. So, I don't know, it was just weird to have people just be like, behaving like it's a Monday night or something and they need to be at work tomorrow. So it would be nice to have a bit more family time, but
It's already off to a downer start.
I still enjoyed my birthday. Yeah, I just, in hindsight, I just wonder whether I should have moved my celebration to Saturday so that people would have been more active and, you know, up for it. In terms of presents, I was really happy with what presents I got. I'm currently playing one of my presents now, actually off stream, but I got the remake for Yakuza 3 Kiwami. So far, I think it's a really fun game, though I am noticing, I don't know what it is about remakes with the number 3 in them, but there are some marked changes in Yakuza 3 Kiwami so far that I'm noticing, and I'm not sure if I'm liking. Like, I mean, the obvious change is that they've redesigned some of the core characters from the original game. So you might get introduced to a character and then you hear their name and it's like, you're not Rikia, you don't look anything like him. So I don't know what that was about. I don't know why RPG Studios thought, ugh, none of these characters look good anymore. Let's change what they look like so people won't know who they are. Like, Rikia looked fine to me. The old Ryudo family Yakuza guy looked fine to me. And it's weird because it seems to have only happened with some characters as well. Because I don't think Mine, one of the major characters, got a redesign, and from the looks of the tie-in game that was included with the remake, Dark Ties, I don't think Kanda got a redesign either. So clearly RPG Studios kind of are playing favourites there. It's like, I don't like this character, let's change him, and then whereas with Mine, it's like, oh, Mine looks great, let's keep him exactly the way he is. So, but apart from the weird little changes, again, it is a really fun game, and I'm looking forward to playing it more. The other drawback I've noticed as well, but this seems to be happening more often than not with RPG games on PC lately, is I did have a little issue where I don't know what it is, but clearly RPG can't program their games to run very well with unlimited frame tracking, because I tried unlocking my frame rate so there wasn't a limit to the frame rate, and once again I got the usual, oh, it's an RPG game so it's just gonna randomly crash on you out of nowhere. And the only fix I've found to that seems to be working so far is to lock your frame rate to 60 frames per second. There is other options, like you can lock it to 90 frames or 120 frames, but as far as I know from what I've tested, it only seems to get rid of the crashes if you play no higher than 60 frames, which is a little shit, but at least the graphical issues aren't as bad as Pirate Yakuza, because they have fixed the HDR, which is good, because the HDR for Pirate Yakuza back when that came out, I don't know whether they've fixed it since, but it had way too much colour bleed in that game, but it doesn't anymore.
Radio static. Up to the audio.
No, it might just be...
No, the mic is showing input. It's
Might just be
game.
someone messing with us, I don't know.
You sound knocked off today.
I'm not.
I guess I'm just hearing things.
I mean, being around you being all stressed all day, it's kind of made me a bit like on edge. Like,
Oh, probably should scan that. Here we go.
Because I'll tell you what Fred's been doing lately. He's been suffering by playing games with retro achievements, and yet, as usual, he doesn't want to stop playing because, you know, trophy addiction and all that.
Yeah, the thing is, it's just Majora's Mask where you play it on the 4th day, which if anything is easier than playing the game the normal way because there's no timer. But you end up getting blocked from getting the achievements if you get any items outside of the 4th day, so you end up having less health than normal. And my god, some of the bosses in that game are fine when you can tank damage with 20 hearts, but when you fight them with 6 hearts, they'll kick your ass, and they're just like rubbishly designed. Like those like the King Skeleton and his bloody underlings. They're just invincible, they just ignore your friggin' attacks. And then they'll become like a different kind of invincible, they can pop off his head and become genuinely invincible, it just becomes a ghost. And the head, you can't attack it, and you can't dodge it, and it will deal a full heart's damage on you. It's like, my god, no wonder Majora's Mask 3D overhauled the game. This game kind of sucks. Unbalanced baloney. That's light for bollocks. Anyway, that's done, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Are you gonna suffer any more with any more games?
Well, I still gotta get through RE Remake with its bonkers ass achievements like, oh, beat the whole game without using an item box. The whole game? The game's like 3 hours long if you're fast.
That's no different to like RE 2 Remake, do it without using the item box.
How do I put it? I like my Resident Evil playthroughs to be long and thorough, and all the damn achievements like, oh, play the game in like 3 minutes. Or beat the whole game using just the knife. It's like, instead of enjoying your damn playthrough, you're forced to suffer through it in the dumbest, most abridged way possible. It's anti-fun, I swear.
This is why I'm starting to think that, yeah, normal PlayStation or Steam achievements are way better than retro achievements.
No. The official achievements for RE Remake are like that too.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know why Resident Evil games just have crap achievements, it seems. Like, really? Beat the game without saving? Really? Like, it isn't bad enough the game has limited saves, now you can't have any of them? Good lord. Well, anyway, enough about that. How about this game? I mean, this game just seems like, okay, beat the game in 3 hours, which is like, yeah, you're kind of meant to speedrun this game. I mean, yeah, you can say the same thing about bloody Resident Evil, whatever. But you can also beat the game on hard mode, get all the collectibles, and then I think there's one achievement for beating one of the semi-final bosses without taking damage, which is like, but only on phase 2. Like, okay, this seems merciful. Defeat a certain part of one boss without getting hit, not defeat every boss without getting hit in a goddamn row or something bonkers like that. Ugh. Sorry, what the hell is this made out of? That's a missile, right? Yeah, there we go. You gotta remember what each material corresponds to. So radium is missiles, bendesium I think is super nuclear bomb name thing.
I think, I know, so my dad was the one who got me Yakuza 3 Kiwami for my birthday, and I think he's also got me RE9. I say I think because, like, he said the other one doesn't come out until the 27th, which is when RE9 comes out. But then he could have also been using that as justification, like, oh no, I only got you Yakuza 3. Like, I didn't get you RE9. So I'm hoping he meant the former, like he did get me it, but obviously because the game's not out yet, he's gotta wait to get the code. Because I don't buy games through Steam. I use an alternate website that I highly recommend called Loaded, where you can get PC games, like brand new PC games for like, I want to say like sometimes half less
Sometimes, yeah.
than regular retail price, which is insane. So I got some. I've even been getting my dad anyway, because my mum's a bit more of a stickler with her money. She doesn't really get me games that much, but I've been showing my dad how to use Loaded, and he seems to like it. He's not told me explicitly like, oh, what's that website you're getting me to use? It's awful.
Yeah, I swear, it's the closest thing digital storefronts have to competition besides, well, physical storefronts. Oh, sucker.
And then also for my birthday, I can't play them. Well, I can't play one of the games that I got using money Fred Stack gave me until March the 6th, and then the other one is March the 26th. So I pre-ordered WWE 2K26, and because I got the deluxe edition of that, I get to play it a week early, I think it is. So March 6th, whereas I think it comes out on March 13th for standard edition players. And I also pre-ordered Life is Strange Reunion because I did actually stream my reaction to the reveal live stream of that game. Anyone that's been watching my streams lately might remember that. And I am very, very excited, even if I do think they could have made Chloe's model look a bit better, because whereas Max looks phenomenal in the new Unreal Engine 5 kind of graphics setup, Chloe kind of looks like a if I was to compare it to a WWE model, she looks like a very basic creator wrestler. Like, she looks kind of bad.
Truly the harshest of insults. You look like a generic WWE wrestler.
So I'm looking forward to playing those games when they come out in March. Obviously, first I'm gonna get excited about RE9 because I'm really hoping when I get up on February 27th, or at least once the days. I don't know. I think sometimes the unlock times for pre-order codes can be a bit weird. Like, it might depend on like the country of origin for the game, because if you pre-order a game unloaded that was like made in Japan, sometimes you might actually get the code like the day before or something weird like that because of the time difference. So I'm hoping if my dad has got me RE9, I'll be able to access that pretty much first thing in the morning, day of release. So I do plan on streaming that anyway, so yeah. And then I think the only other noteworthy birthday presents I can talk about are... So I've been mentioning on stream that some of the manga I have I kind of just got because at the time I was like excited about it and I didn't read it. But I actually got the first 3 volumes of the light novels for the Apothecary Diaries for my birthday, which I got from my mum. Anyone that follows me on Twitter might have already seen that I posted the fact that I got them, and I got the craziest response I ever could have imagined because I tagged the English voice actors for Jinshi and Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries anime. I tagged them in the post and they both replied to me with birthday wishes, which was insane. So I got those light novels. I started reading volume 1 last night, and so far it's made me love Apothecary Diaries even more, like the anime, if I couldn't even love it any more than I already do, because it does seem they were very, very faithful to the source material. Because so far I'm reading the light novel and it's literally, not only is the text kind of laid out like how it's spoken in an Apothecary Diaries anime episode, but the events in general seem seem pretty much in the same structure as they happen in the anime, which is really cool. Though the light novel does have a bit more backstory behind them as well. Like, I think Mao Mao's initial kidnapping that gets her to the Rio Palace is fleshed out a little bit more in the novel. So, but that's probably because, I mean, I don't think it's as problematic to write about a kidnapping rather than depict it on screen. Do you disagree?
Yes!
Okay, what's your view?
It doesn't matter, none of it's real.
True.
I can watch a film where a person gets brutally stabbed to death and it's okay to watch someone get kidnapped. Better yet, I can be the one doing the killing in a video game, because it's not real. Why are the video games where I get to kidnap people, instead of this pamby-wamby baby Nintendo stuff? Ooh, you're a woman and you explore an alien planet. I want to kidnap people. Top 10 things Fred should not say on stream.
And then the last book I got for my birthday was the AEW history book. This book is all elite, the story of all elite wrestling, which I'm still early into that. Like, I've only just got to the point where, okay, AEW is a thing now. They're planning Double or Nothing, which was their first show. So I'm about to read behind the scenes into how that first AEW show was planned. And yeah, it was really interesting to hear about how Tony Khan kind of set AEW in motion and got Cody Rhodes and Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page to all sign on and agree to AEW. And also to hear about some of the earliest signings and what they initially thought about AEW before it became a proper thing. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really cool that they got proper detailed statements and interviews with the wrestlers for it as well. Like, it's not just an outsider talking about AEW, it's the actual employees themselves, which is really cool. So, a very good read, and I highly recommend it if you are also a wrestling fan like I am, specifically an AEW fan.
Yeah, the most recent book I've been reading was this, what was it, video game Black Book Doom, which explains not just the development of Doom, but like the context, where technology was at the time, what innovations were already done at the time, and then of course how the game engine works, which is my favourite bit, of course. I actually read it so I could understand Doom's rendering engine better, but despite reading the book twice, I still don't get it. Maybe the book doesn't go into enough detail. But it's just like, yeah, I get it, it draws lines, but how does it handle perspective correction and stuff? Like, yeah, but how is my point? How? Yeah, I get it, it does lines, but how? It doesn't tell you. Unless I'm too stupid to understand what it's trying to tell me. Oh my god, I'm actually about to die here. This is really how it ends. Oh, flipping heck. That's stupid. Oh, that ledge has a little lip on it, therefore you can't jump on it. But this ledge doesn't, but it's the same height, therefore you can jump on it. Alright, Retro Studios, whatever you say. I know what to do next, I just don't know like, if this might do all the way. Now I have the boost wall, I have to go all the way back to the first area, boost up somewhere, and get the double jump. It's like, yeah, it's a bit far away. Okay, so the way I want to go is behind the mic.
I think my favourite birthday present was the one my fiance got me.
Yeah, okay.
And, well,
Okay.
closely followed by my mum getting me a pottery, of course, but my fiance knows me so well, and he got me, I mean, I was okay with getting a little bit of chocolate for my birthday, but I didn't want to be overloaded with it. So, yeah, I got Galaxy. Thank you, honey.
Hey, you're welcome.
Did you die in a bullshit way?
Yeah, I did, and I haven't saved in a while.
Oh no.
Never died there before, never died in that way before. Not even on fucking hard mode. I feel like I can use a second weekend. Things with me nothing. Yeah, things with me lately have been nothing but stress. Bloody video games. They suck. This is why I program. It's hard to get stressed from programming.
And yet you keep doing the retro achievements anyway.
Partly because I'm bored and I don't know what to program for once. Like, yeah, there's always my emulator, but I really don't give a rat's ass about
What
that
about
thing
your
lately.
game engine?
Yeah, there's that, but that's hardly, like, fun. Ooh, boy, VR integration. Can't wait to trial and error the hell out of that. Oh, my go-looking bastards. Not a fun enemy to fight. You're supposed to, like, strafe around them and shoot them in the ass, but no, they just face you and will not stop facing you. Like, fine, I won't bother. Has this game ever had of positive reinforcement? Like, well done, you did it, as opposed to, haha, fuck you. You thought you could try? Ha ha ha.
We need to perk up.
Oh, I know. Lock me in a room with these boring enemies, make me kill all of them to move on. And when they become vulnerable, it's completely up to them, not me. Sound like fun to you?
No.
Okay, I don't think I actually did have to kill all of them. Oh dear. Normally I do. This game's got like 5 different rooms where you have to kill everything in it, and they always respawn. Any time now. The thing is, I was considering saving earlier just in case, but I thought, no, that's not a save room, that's a map room.
You should always save, honey.
I know.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
I thought it was a map room.
But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. That's just Fred being forgetful again. One of these days I'm going to be diagnosed with what I truly have, Alzheimer's. Then I can retire early, knowing I won't be able to remember any of the days I have off anyway.
Cheer up, honey.
I'm afraid my form of humour is dark humour.
And you were calling me out for being a downer earlier.
I'm trying to be a downer, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nearly caught up.
Boost ball.
Ironically quite useful if you're trying to go fast in this game. You boost ball a lot quicker than you walk. But the camera's also kind of a load of bollocks. So even though the GameCube has 2 analog sticks, don't move the camera. Thanks, Nintendo. Or Retro Studios, whoever.
Yeah, it'll be Retro Studios.
I know. I'm just so used to weirdos on the internet calling every game that Nintendo published a Nintendo game. Like they had any bloody hand in it. Like, yeah, Chibi Robo. Yeah, it was totally Nintendo's handiwork, sure. Was Professor Layton published by Nintendo?
Well, it was made by Level 5. I don't know whether they published it there.
Oh, never mind then.
I can double check.
Eh. I've already made my point.
I'm more familiar with like PC and PlayStation games and who publishes them. I don't really pay much attention to Nintendo developers.
Okay, I swear, the shadow is real. I don't think the model animates until right now. Because now you can see the shadow's wings moving. Just looks bad. Okay, this time I've got to remember to actually bloody save. There are a lot of small quality of life enhancements that the sequels brought. It's a shame they're never brought back to 1, either in the Wii trilogy or the Switch remaster.
Yeah.
Things like the elevator loading or lift loading screens. They're way more interesting in 2 and 3. When you save the machinery, the animation and all that is way cooler. In this game it just looks weak and limp and lame. It's like these noodly little lasers just buzz you. Like, okay, apparently that's how you save, you get laser beamed. Whereas I swear in 2 it's a much more big fancy mechanism that you get to watch. It's like this, look how fast the lift is going. Really, really quick. Then we get here, and it's really slow. It's like, oh, let me just watch this thing slowly descend. 2 fixes that. Gives it a damn rocket pack on the bottom, no joke. You know, oddly enough, if you play the Wii version, you can't play with the original GameCube controls. You have to use the motion controls. Makes sense for Metroid Prime 3, I guess, considering the game was built around those motion controls. But why not 1 and 2? Because it's not like games didn't do this. There is RE4 Wii Edition, where you can plug in a GameCube and play it like a GameCube game. It all works. Oh god, here we go again.
The floor is lava, honey. The floor is lava. I never really got the gist of that meme. Like, not meme, but just like, how did the floor is lava become so popular?
Bored kids finding things to do, like jump on all the furniture and either trying to come up with a justification for it to tell their parents.
I mean, it was a game and then it became a TV show.
Oh, really? Here's something I have to remember to do. We have to bomb this hallway later.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. Like, there's just an actual floor is lava show.
Pretty sure Mario Sunshine's achievements have some bloody floor is lava bollocks. Like, defeat this whole level, beat this whole level, while only walking on, like, treetops. And you have to do some bonkers stuff to get between those treetops. You can't just jump or hover. You gotta bounce off pianos' heads and do spin jumps and just, ugh. I'm never doing those achievements. They suck. Cool.
What else am I playing aside from Yakuza 3 Kiwami? Well, I'm doing really well on RE8. So I mentioned during, I think it was my Ghost of Yote stream, so my last stream, that I started I guess a practice run playthrough. That's what I'm officially calling it, of RE8. And I've managed to get farther than I've ever gotten in that game. And I might even manage to finish it. Not only in time for RE9 coming out, but definitely before we play it on stream anyway. Because I am currently at Heisenberg's factory, so... And I've put all 4 flasks that make up Rose's supposed body parts.
Spoiler fucking alert.
In the... Well, I don't know. That's just my theory. In the chalice. So I'm looking forward to beating Heisenberg and seeing what happens after that.
How are you liking it compared to RE7?
I mean, I feel like RE7 is more unique. Like, RE8 is very obviously inspired by RE4.
Go through the fucking door.
Even in the story, it shares a lot in common with RE4. Like, oh, there's a boss that you have to fight, and you have to fight it by like speeding around on a boat and avoiding being absolutely gobbled up by it. And there's also like werewolf-like enemies, but at times they can get like RE4 traits, like, oh, they can shoot arrows with fire. Like the bow and arrow buggers in RE4.
Which I kind of find a bit weird, because I swear RE7 isn't so much a blatant RE1 rehash.
No.
Like, for God's sake, you have invincible people chasing after you like their nemesis. That's not RE1.
Mm-hmm.
You have the mold monsters, they're not zombies. Oh, whatever. But then 8, yeah, it does come across as very desperately just trying to be RE4.
Yeah.
Not coming up with its own bloody stuff. Yoink.
I guess another, going back to Yakuza for a minute, I'm kind of noticing that, I don't know whether they've always done this or whether it's just more noticeable with Yakuza Kiwami 3, but they seem to be recycling side quests a lot more now. Like doing the same side quest but finding any way they can to maybe make it even a little bit different. It's like how Yakuza Kiwami 3 has like a bike game, ooh, or oh, you can ride around on a street surfer, which is like a hoverboard bike. And there's the old bump into a punk who's trying to scam you, running gag that always pops up, and then Kiryu ends up beating his ass.
So we're talking recycled as in recycled within the same game, or recycled from previous games? Oh god. Yeah. I usually make it a habit to trash talk the Yakuza games, especially because I've never really played them myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it does show that they release yearly, like you can tell. Is it even yearly? I swear they're always coming out.
No, it is yearly.
Right.
I mean, Pirate Yakuza came out pretty much almost a year ago from when Kiwami came out.
Right. It's just, to me, being someone who's a big fan of the old-ass Sonic games and the old-ass Resident Evil games, they were yearly releases, so I can't really complain too much because when it works, it works. But, you know, sometimes you have consequences like those, and you don't even need to have those consequences. Just because a game series is very iterative and yearly doesn't mean they have to recycle stuff like that. There are ways around it. It's disappointing to hear they didn't.
Yeah, hi Con.
Oh, hello.
Me and Fred are good. I'm kind of just returning to normalcy a little bit after having a great birthday on Friday. I think I've kind of got the birthday blues a little bit because it's like, oh, my birthday has come and gone, and now it's like, oh. Like, it was nice to have something to look forward to, whereas I feel like the only things I have to look forward to now are games that I got pre-ordered for my birthday, and also I guess in terms of events, my next event is going to a wrestling show at the end of next month. So, yeah.
If you recall, right when we began the game, I was trying to do a glitch. Trying to jump off the ship and whatever. It's to get up here. Get the double jump early.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it once, I think. Not very good at it.
Boing boing.
It is a shame that the achievement support in Dolphin is pretty tacked on and half-baked. There's no sound. And there's no like in-GUI based menu for seeing the achievements you have and haven't unlocked. You have to just exit the emulator and go into its menus to find that. Terrible for a Steam Deck. You know, from the sounds of it, Dolphin's developers seem to be pretty reluctant or against having achievements in their emulator. Not only is, of course, the implementation rather half-baked, but I've even heard that you just go on like the Discord channels and the devs are just actively talking about how they want that thing to have as little effect on their emulator as possible. Like, it comes off like they only implement it because people were asking them to, which I mean, I guess I know the feeling. I have my own emulator and people love asking for this dumb thing or that dumb thing. like widescreen, like cheat codes. I need cheat codes for an emulator where you can just edit the game directly. Whatever. What do I do now though? Cool, I have double jump. What's that good for? I have to go back to Fandrea Drifts. I hope not. Oh wait, no. I can go to the second floor of the Magmore Cavern main room. I can progress from there.
What's that current, like, story objective?
Well, oh, I mean, you've forgotten. It hasn't changed since I said at the start of the game, when you go off that exploding spaceship and you see Ridley flying away, and I say, okay, this is now a mission to murder Ridley. That's all you're doing. You're just looking for him.
So there's no, like, objectives or anything?
No.
Huh.
You're just exploring. When you get an ability, you can explore old areas and do new stuff in them.
I guess now I get why this game inspired the subgenre Metroidvanias. Because that's literally all Metroidvanias are. You just go around looking for stuff. Whether it's Hollow Knight or Metroid, I guess, or Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
It's a neat style of game. Whereas, yeah, like I say, mainly just exploration. But there's also a lot of power creep, because you're always getting these cool new abilities and powers.
Yeah, with Metroidvanias, I find they're a genre that, yeah, I can watch them, but I don't think I can play them. Because I've tried playing Metroidvanias before, like Hollow Knight and Ender Lilies, and I can't get into them.
I don't know if those two are really the most broad couple of games. I mean, just from the sounds of them, they sound pretty damn similar. You know, so you chose two Metroidvanias, but they're so similar they may as well be one.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're that kind of indie 2D Metroidvania. Pretty different from, say, this.
Yeah.
Though now I think about it, what some other 2D 3D Metroidvanias that are just more bloody Metroid Prime?
I wonder if that new God of War game counts as a Metroidvania, because when I saw the trailer come out for it, I was like, ooh, it's 2D, but it does seem very Metroidvania-y.
How? What would just be a
Like
2D hack and slash?
like platforming. I swear there was platforming.
It doesn't make a Metroidvania.
True.
It's all about the non-linearity, the back and forth.
Yeah.
Not just linear levels, point A to point B. That's a tough plan. Wee! Oh. Wee! Oh. Wee! Oh. Pretty sure Samus can survive any height.
Yeah.
I think I must go block in my line of flight. But it is the right one, isn't it? Thank goodness. And I saved, so if I die horribly, we won't just lose 10 minutes of progress.
That's cool that you can scan the elevator and it'll tell you where it goes.
Yeah, but I can't say I'm surprised to see no other game really have this mechanic, just because going around scanning everything's kind of dull.
Yeah. I mean, apart from Metroid, the only other game that has like a scanning mechanic that I'm aware of that works in a similar way, like you scan stuff to get new information, is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh. Ironic, really, you'd think this kind of thing would be right at home for a game with a codec, or a codex, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose Metroid Prime 4 does just that. But no, haven't played it, don't wanna.
Have you seen footage from it?
Yeah, bits and bobs for sure. Like, it's hard to judge a game without having played it, but I mean that is what reviewers are for. Reviews in general meant to give you some insight into whether like the game is something the reviewer would think you would enjoy, or whether they enjoyed it, or its strengths, or its weaknesses. Like, they can be objective. And yeah, a story-heavy Metroid game with a big, boring open-world desert and ridiculous, stupid sidekicks who won't shut the hell up. I don't need to play it to know I'd hate that. I didn't Metroid Prime. Like, does this game have any of those things? No. But if it did, I don't think I'd like it as much.
Why does a brand new Metroid game have hand-holding anyway? That's such like a naughty video game thing. Like, I thought video games didn't do that anymore.
Are you kidding me? I thought it was the other way around. All the games didn't hold your hand, but new ones can't get enough of it. You playing Tomb Raider, what was she saying? Oh, I can't get the lift to work.
Yeah, well,
I have to find another way every 5 seconds.
That was weird because she never maxi gamed that much before. Like, when I played it before I showed you a bit of it, she'd only say that like every 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden I get to a specific tomb and she's doing it every 5 seconds.
Like real cartoony, like it's like a satire, it's like a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's the game doing it, unironically, with complete sincerity.
Yeah, I'm still playing Rise of the Tomb Raider off stream. I'm making steady progress. My progress has become a little slower, especially now that I'm focusing on playing Yakuza 3 Kiwami. But I'm still playing Tomb Raider, so hopefully... I think my goal with Tomb Raider is to just... I mean, I might play some of the originals as well, but I at least want to complete the reboot trilogy before the Tomb Raider 1 remake comes out, whenever it comes out this year. Because I really, really want to get that game because it looks so good. And I think I did play the original Tomb Raider 1 when I was a kid, but obviously because I was a kid I didn't get very far. And it was a long time ago anyway, so I can't remember the game very well.
Yeah, as a kid I grew up with Tomb Raider Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like good. It's alright. It has its own thing.
I think my dad had both Tomb Raiders 1 and 2. I don't know if he ever got 3. But the Tomb Raider games that I played were hand-me-downs from my dad.
Isn't that how it always is?
Yeah.
I know I grew up with my dad's old Mega Drive. What were some kooky games that were on that thing? It was like Road Rash, that one EA game. Never really got much into that.
Chugs loves that game.
Huh. Yeah, I could never get much into it. It was Columns, that was fun. Like a block stacking puzzle game that's so easy, even a damn baby like me could actually be pretty good at it.
Yeah, I mean, Fred got to see how good I am at Columns the other day because lately the latest Yakuza games have like a Game Gear or Master System emulator built into them as part of, because Kiryu or whoever the main character is might have a Game Gear or a Master System console in their room, and so RTG Studios use that as a gateway, I guess, to execute emulated games. And one of the games that's in Yakuza 3 Kiwami is Columns, so I was playing a little bit and I was impressing Fred with some of my skills.
Yeah, she got some good combos going.
Mm-hmm.
And these turrets can suck my...
And that was before I got to level 4 and suddenly got my ass handed to me by the game. I might give that another go later.
I know some people are just more naturally adept to those kind of games. Like this Sonic ROM hacker I know, Red Hot Sonic, he's freakishly good at Puyo Puyo, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, same thing.
I'm good at Puyo Puyo and Tetris.
I don't know if it comes from like experience or if he just has a certain way of thinking, but man, he sees that game in terms of potential combos. We'll just spend 5 minutes, we'll spend a good 10-20 seconds just stacking things up in a weird way, not really popping any of them. I'm thinking, what the hell was he doing? And he just lands one, and it's like a domino effect. I mean, of course it is, but I just don't know how he can so naturally come up with these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of grew up with the game, kind of. I had Sonic Mega Collection, which included Mean Bean Machine. I kept trying to play the blooming thing, but nope, just could not get into it.
Why do you have it on your RetroArch emulator then?
Hey?
You have Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on RetroArch.
Wait, why do I have... Do I?
Yeah.
You sure I don't?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, right, we played 2-player with it way back when. That's why.
So you got it purely for me?
Yeah, ripped it from the old Mega Drive disc.
Yay!
Mega Collection disc.
So thoughtful.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I remember what to do now. Got a big jump to make. Should save though.
Not to make everyone else hungry by talking about food, but what quesadilla or enchilada thingy did you have earlier? Oh, you had the garlic one?
Yeah.
That was the first time you've had it. What did you think?
It's okay, I guess.
You prefer the barbecue?
I don't know. They have them back to back. I can't remember what the other one tastes like.
No.
Man, you'd think someone as forgetful as me would live in the moment. If I can't remember things to compare, then what's the point?
Sometimes I wonder if you live too in the moment and that's why your memory fails.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because it isn't necessarily a memory issue, it's like a focus issue.
Yeah.
Because I like mentally form a to-do list. Pretty sure this is how normal people's brains work. I put together a little to-do list, which is fine, but I never stop and think, hey, what's on my mental to-do list? I just don't. Until it's way too late.
Once you get focused on something, you just focus on that one thing, so anything that you knew you had to do just takes way too much of a backseat.
Yeah. It is pretty annoying.
I'm glad I can't relate. I'm glad I'm the one that has the good memory. Because it's better than neither of us having a good memory and both of us being as forgetful as each other.
Okay, cool and all that I'm back here, but do I need to be here? And that's what I can do over here. There's a map there. Wave beam. Okay, that's a no then. Yeah, this jump is weirdly difficult to make. Not being able to look down really does not help in this game. So I land on this. Bounce. Oh, I've faffed up already. Thanks, game.
How did you F up?
I have to walk off this ledge, land on a platform I can't even see, and then jump right before I walk off the edge of it. But I can't see it. So how the hell do I know when I'm on the edge of it? Maybe I can just do it from here. 1. 2. There we go.
Are all Metroid games first person?
No.
No.
2D ones are. There's one third person 3D game, but that's Other M. People hate Other M.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot in common with that bloody Metroid Prime 4 from the sounds of it in terms of stupid annoying characters and way too much plot. Game, can you not spawn my projectile on the other side of the thing I'm trying to shoot? Holy cannoli.
Cannoli. Mm-hmm. It was interesting watching Spider-Man 2 with you yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in absolutely forever.
I think I've seen...
Oh.
I don't think I'd actually seen it in full before. I'd only seen bits of it.
Surprised you haven't seen it Oh,
Like the bit I remember seeing most is the bit where Doc Ock attacks Peter and Mary Jane at that place.
yeah, there's a particular either say the initialism and confuse people, or say the full name and gross people out. YouTube poop is a weird old like genre of YouTube video where people would take either other people's videos, or they'd take films or TV shows, whatever, edit them to be funny. There were a lot of edits of SpongeBob episodes back in the day for that kind of thing. Anyway, there's a particularly well-known one of Spider-Man 2 called Revenge of the Mad Madman.
Yeah.
And it was weird watching the film, because of course I keep thinking of the video, but I was remembering jokes that I didn't remember, because watching the films reminded me of them. They're surprisingly well done. Like, well-paced, well-delivered, well-built up.
I did enjoy Spider-Man 2, but I do think that I liked Spider-Man 1 better.
Really?
I felt like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was a better villain than Doc Ock.
Admittedly, yeah, as a kid, while I thought Doc Ock was cool from like a design standpoint, as a character, he's pretty bland.
Yeah, he don't really have much going for him.
Yeah, he's just like a kind of knocked off scientist, like, I need to build my reactor, Spider-Man, stop interrupting me. Like, that's not very interesting.
Yeah, whereas with Norman Osborn, you've got... That is his real name, right? Norman?
I believe so.
Yeah. You've got... I mean, there's the backstory, not just with Harry, but with Peter. Like, he knows Peter. And then you've got... I mean, yeah, just... the goblin suit and the goblin serum or stuff that gives him his powers, I guess.
No, he has powers because of that serum that got injected.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That was really cool. Whereas, yeah, you do just have Doc Ock where Peter shows up at an experiment, it goes wrong. It kind of reminds me of Dimitri Allen in Professor Layton and the Lost Future, because that's a character that kind of has a very similar villain origin story, like an experiment goes wrong, but I think Professor Layton might do the whole evil scientist thing better than Spider-Man 2 did, because they fleshed out the character in Professor Layton way more than they fleshed out Doc Ock in Spider-Man.
That, and I think Spider-Man 2 kind of harps on with the melancholy. Just it makes the same damn point over and over again. We get it. He doesn't have time for obligations, family and stuff. Like, cool, we get it. We don't have time for his job, don't have time for his studying. But the film just bangs on and on and on and on and on and on about, like, we get it. Move on. Like this constant back and forth with Mary Jane. And I think we only needed a few of these examples. We didn't need all of them. I'm in so much trouble. I have to fight this boss with one health block. God help me.
I mean, it was bad enough. I mean, they could have stopped it just like, he got fired from his job because he was too busy with his superhero responsibilities, or him and Mary Jane still love each other, but it's also really awkward between them because Peter doesn't think they should be together because it's not safe. But no, they basically make Peter go into panic mode because it's like, oh, I'm losing my powers.
Yeah? Ian, please, stop directing my damn shots away. Stuff to do, good God. Oh, what do you mean my items are all the way up there?
Don't forget to scan it.
I know. Get the items before they despawn.
I'm just reminding you, seeing as there was that one boss that you didn't scan and then you regretted it afterwards. She-Goth.
But that's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do here. That thing will absorb my attacks. Okay, so missiles don't work. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to wait for it to do some kind of ice breath attack, and then while it's cooling down, here we go. I blasted up. Oh. Okay, again. Like, I know I'm rusty, but this also just isn't intuitive. Oh, you missile it in the face, right, yeah. Because when has shooting something in the body ever been effective?
That's sarcasm?
Yes.
Yeah.
The missile launch has an awful fire rate, but thankfully there's a way to just kind of glitch your way around it. Just alternate between missiles and regular energy weapon shots and you kind of reset the timer. Like that. Oh my god. There we go, dead. As it should be.
I'm really glad I finally sorted my night cut out. It's been a lot less kind of invasive, like not taking up the chat as much.
Spammy.
Spammy, yeah, I guess that's another way of putting it.
So now I have a new weapon, the wave beam.
Ooh, very cool.
On top of
I like the purple thrums.
yeah, on top of just looking cool, it's just more effective against certain enemies. It stuns a lot of enemies. There are a lot of enemies that can only be hit with the wave beam.
Yeah.
It's not a bad option to just pick as your main gun, especially because it does more damage per shot, so you don't have to, you know, rapid fire. It's just, yeah. It's almost like an automatic shotgun. There we go, we can finally kill these annoying things. About time. There's a door elsewhere in this area that can only be opened with the wave beam, so that's where I'll be heading next. But first, save point.
Have you seen many of the other Spider-Man movies? I know you've not really seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Nor the second one. I've only ever seen Spider-Man's 1, 2, and 3.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
So you're a Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire supremacist. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I believe the Amazing films just came out after I stopped giving a rat's ass about movies. Or should I say my family stopped giving a rat's ass. They were always the ones dragging me to them.
Why would your family stop giving a rat's ass anyway? Your dad seems to have gotten back into them.
My dad's always been into films. It's just like a collective family thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it wasn't that your dad just fell out of it. Maybe everyone else did.
We were never really into it to begin with. Oh, right, I have to go this way.
I mean, I feel like you do get to a certain age where you feel like, yeah, you don't have to be dragged along to family stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one interesting thing that was cool on my birthday. So, I kind of did things a bit unconventionally when it comes to my birthday cake, because I wouldn't be surprised if I was actually the only one having this, that has this pet peeve with cakes, but I can never eat a full cake, or I can never eat more than one slice of a full cake. So to combat that this year for my birthday, Fred came up with the ingenious idea of going to our local bakery and just getting a slice for everyone who was at my birthday celebration of a different cake. So in the end, the cake slices he got for us to choose from were, well, there was 2 cake slices and then 2 ice cream, or not ice cream, but two biscuity sandwich things.
Cookie sandwiches.
Yeah, so there was a Battenberg kind of cookie cake. So a Battenberg cake, but instead of sponge or whatever, I think the base was cookie and it had chocolate chips in it. I had that one and it was really nice, but it was also very dense, to put it lightly, and very sickly. At least once you had a good bunch of it anyway. It was kind of one of those slow sickly sweetnesses that built over time.
I find those kind of cookie cake things always have that issue anywhere.
Yeah, because they seem overly sweetened to me.
They don't use a typical sponge cake batter or whatever you call it.
No.
Instead they go for something more akin to cookie dough, which is, yeah, just there's no air in it, it's all very thick and stodgy and heavy on the sugar too.
So there was that Battenberg cookie cake, there was a more conventional mint era cake, was it actual?
Yeah, that was an actual sponge cake.
Yeah. I'm starting to think I should have gone with that one, really.
It was pretty nice.
And then the cookie sandwiches, so one of them was Galaxy, which, yay, and then another one which I don't know whether I would have been fond of if I had it anyway, is cream egg. Because I'm kind of a bit when it comes to cream eggs. I don't really get the hype around them, like why everyone likes them. Like, oh, it's like icing or whatever that is made to resemble an egg inside of a chocolate egg shell rather. Yeah, I've just never really gotten the hype of cream eggs. So yeah, I had the Battenberg one. Fred and Joe kind of shared 2 of them, and then Fred's sister had the other one. And I think it went down well. Like, nobody really, well, apart from me thinking my cake got a bit too sickly towards the end, I don't think anyone else had any problems with any of the other cakes. I mean, you just said the mint era one was nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I guess in the end, we've learned a little bit of a life hack that we're more than happy to share with you. But if you, like me, do not feel like having more than one slice of the same cake to yourself on your birthday, yeah, just go to your local bakery or local cake shop, whatever, and get however many slices of cake you need. Because as well, with going to an actual bakery, you do get more of a variety and less of like a branded cookie cutter approach. I might have said that totally wrong. My brain isn't braining sometimes today. It would be nice if I got to have that cheesy melt burger from KFC again though. That was a right treat for my birthday meal. Especially dipping it in the cheese sauce. Are you focusing or?
I don't really talk about food.
Okay. no!
Without the Varia suit, I have no way of getting back up.
Hmm. So you're gonna die?
No, I just have to wait for stuff to come back down.
Okay.
Should really bind Dolphin's fast forward to a button combination or something. I swear, that's one of the most underappreciated features of an emulator, fast forwarding. So many games are just full of crap where you wait, and wait. It would be nice if the game was fixed, but besides that, you can always just fast forward through it with an emulator. Not so much an issue then.
Or you can like save a state and then load the state.
That's cheating though.
Why is it?
Well, it is cheating. Making things easier. Undermining challenges and whatnot. Fast forwarding, the only challenge you're undermining is the challenge of your damn patience as you wait for bollocks to happen. Even the elitist nerds over at Retro Achievements agree with me. Because when you have hardcore mode on, you can't fast forward, you can't rewind, you can't save state, but you can fast forward. Clearly even they think it's not an advantage, it just removes the rough patches. Oh cool, save point, lucky me. She should be dead now. Cordite. I don't have super missiles yet, do I? Let's find out. No, I don't.
No.
I guess I get those in the lab. Never really paid attention to that before. Come on. Knock, knock. Of course, I'm way too young to know any of this, but the story I've been told... Oh, I was Space Pirate. Is when this game came out, or when it was announced or whatever, fans were really worried. Because like, oh, Metroid's been turned into a first-person shooter, that ain't gonna work at all. Because I suppose they figured it would turn out like Halo or Call of Duty or something. Where it's just non-stop shooting and action and whatever, but that's usually not what this game is. Maybe 4, but not 1. It's to the point where I swear there's like a prototype title screen for this game in the game's files, where the game's subtitle is First Person Adventure, not First Person Shooter. It's like the developers were in their own heads trying to make a different genre of game. And I think I can see it. This doesn't really feel like any first-person shooter I've ever played. I'm just saying that because of the whack-ass controls. Yeah, it's a relatively little shooter. When you are shooting things, it's usually just pests, not actual combatants. Like these fellas. Turret above me, isn't there?
It's so weird having finally watched the infamous Montreal Screwjob that kicked off the Attitude Era in WWE, because I never realised until I actually finally watched the match where the Screwjob happens earlier, but it happens so suddenly. Like, Shawn Michaels has the sharpshooter on Bret Hart, and then all of a sudden, like, Bret Hart doesn't tap, and you hear a bell, and the commentators are flabbergasted. Bret Hart is miffed. Shawn Michaels is like, wait, did I win? What the hell happened?
Yeah, sorry, what the hell are you describing? He
Well,
didn't tap.
Yeah.
He didn't tap and the ref called the match?
Not the ref, Vince McMahon.
What?
Yeah.
Alright.
He just was at ringside for no reason whatsoever. And he rings the bell even though Brett never taps. So Shawn Michaels basically gets crowned WWF champion at the time for no reason, and it miffs Brett off so much that he basically leaves WWE, and I think he actually went to WCW after that,
Yeah.
which were their competition at the time. So yeah, it's really strange how an event that kicked off WWE's most rebellious edgelord era in its history was so sudden and so out of nowhere and kind of unexplained as well. And the crazy thing is that the fallout for that doesn't even get resolved in until 2010. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels don't actually bury the hatchet until an episode of Raw that I watched in 2010. And Bret Hart and Vince McMahon don't actually get to fight each other and beat the shit out of each other until 2010. So...
He was still fighting at the time? Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, I did not switch to that.
I would like to watch more Attitude Era episodes of Raw, but I've noticed when looking through Netflix's old Raw episodes collection, they don't have every episode of the Attitude Era.
Figured.
They might only have, I mean, maybe the ones they have are like the ones with the most highlights, I don't know. But yeah, it is slightly annoying that, I mean, 1997 is missing quite a few episodes. And then 1998 has more episodes, but it's still missing a few of them. And then 99 is also missing a few episodes.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because I swear WWE Network, when they had like their official Attitude Era collection, they did have every episode. And yet for some reason Netflix just didn't transfer all of them across.
What, are they too edgy?
I mean, yeah, there is a chance in hindsight maybe some of them were like not brought across because they didn't meet up with Netflix's terms or standards, or they were too explicit, so they got banned. I don't know.
Because we all know adults cannot handle adult things. Jesus, game, stop doing that. I'm trying to scan something and it just switches to something different. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the scanning thing seems a bit jerky.
Yeah, it is a jack.
Yeah, in both that meaning and also like, yeah, it seems to not just stay still.
Yeah, it's strange really, because when you aim, you don't aim like relative to where the thing's currently aiming. No, it's like, it's absolute. So if I hold halfway down, like it stops. If I hold it further down, it keeps going and then stops.
Yeah.
Like it springs back to the middle. It's pretty unusual compared to modern FPS controls. Oh, the Switch version added proper first-person shooter controls, thank flipping goodness. But it doesn't replicate the GameCube controls properly. Partly because, you know, the Switch controller is stupid and doesn't have analog triggers. Let me guess, there's a computer to turn off the turrets. No? Oh. So I did have to fight them.
What other Tomb Raider games have you played? You said you played Legend.
That's it, really. I only played Legend. I even platinumed it for my cousin years ago.
So then how come you also got me Anniversary and Underworld?
Because those, if I remember right, make up the trilogy that Legend is a part of. And if I can attest to the quality of Legend and Anniversary and Underground are like Legend, then
Underworld.
that means... Right. Then that means they're also good.
Yeah.
I assume. Never heard anyone say Underworld was bad. I've had plenty of people say it. Anniversary is good, but it's actually kind of a bad remake. Changes too much. It's not like that.
Yeah, I wonder if the upcoming brand new Tomb Raider 1 remake will be more faithful to the original.
The funny thing is, Legend does feel very 2000s.
Yeah.
It's like you got goth teenagers or just young adult women or whatever. With evil hocus pocus voodoo magic. Like, what is this baloney? Game? God, please, you need to stop. This is so not in the Wii version. It's like Samus has some kind of focus problem. It's like, oh, something else. Look at that.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
is Samus a schizo?
I was wondering when Reddit was going to turn against that word. Because it is kind of an insult. An insult that's played based off the word schizophrenic. Like, oh, you got something against schizophrenic people? And yeah, that finally caught up to it.
Speaking of schizophrenic, I was today years old when I found out that's what Mankind's WWE theme song is called.
I was about to say that's what Mankind was.
No.
Oh, poor him.
Well, well, his character was unhinged.
Damn right. The way he talked too was like a pissed off Morty.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get you, Rick. I want to make you pay. Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like when it came to Mick Foley's three personalities, Mankind was his like unhinged, but also mama's boy side.
Yeah. When I'm stood over your bloodied, battered corpse, I'm gonna ask you, do I look like a pebble now?
I'm glad you were paying attention, even if you were suffering on Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
And then you've got Cactus Jack, who is like very violent and very serious. And then you've got Dude Love, who's very who's very carefree and eccentric, I guess is the best way of putting it.
The polite way of putting it.
Yeah. Like he's all like peace and love, like peace signs and tie-dye clothes and everything. He's a bohemian. A boho.
Oh, that's where the super missiles are. Okay. Anyway, here's some goofy lore stuff. You get the entire solar system that this planet is a part of. Yeah, that's us.
Don't get me wrong though, even if Netflix doesn't have all of the Attitude Era episodes, I am still gonna watch them.
Ah, there it is, Planet Zebes.
Or at least some of them. Even though the continuity for some of the months of the Attitude Era might be a bit ruined because of the gaps that Netflix doesn't seem to have.
It's always such a strange thing to me. Because on one hand, I get that like these corporations don't have to provide these catalogs of things they don't ethically agree with or whatever. But at the same time, like they're the primary source of these historical things.
I mean, yeah,
Like someone has to provide them.
we don't have a WWE network anymore. And like, I mean, nobody really watches DVDs nowadays. Or if they do, it's because they've still got DVDs from ages ago that they've just never thrown out.
That's the thing. Because, yeah, if you want to get access to these lost episodes that are too hot for Netflix, you need to rely on some random schmuck's DVD collection from the 2000s or whatever. Just like, yeah, cool, but how long until we get things that don't even have physical copies?
I mean, I do have an Attitude Era DVD, but it's not exactly full Attitude Era episodes. It's more just like a documentary that goes behind the scenes of the Attitude Era, and then, like, famous Attitude Era moments and matches. So maybe I could use that DVD for reference. But I also feel like I'm familiar enough with WWE's Attitude Era that, yeah, I can figure out, oh, okay, 99 was when Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the height of his popularity. And, like, 98 and 99 were when DX were breaking the norms of what was appropriate to do in wrestling.
To some extent, it has me wondering, I don't know if museum's the right word. It's just when it comes to this old-ass stuff, that regardless of what people may think of it now, it's of historical relevance and therefore it must be preserved and blah 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 blah. I know museums are a thing, but when it comes to like books and other literature, I swear libraries are pretty good for that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They'll have things no matter how incorrect or whatever. Why isn't there that for like other media?
Yeah.
Or should I say, why am I not aware of an equivalent for other media? Like, yeah, where's a place where there are games that maybe like the publisher rights are a load of bollocks or whatever? I suppose it'll ultimately just be some kind of used physical medium depository. I mean, heck, I'm pretty sure you can put digital media in a library, which people just don't. I don't know, I'm not a library nerd. Either way, just availability is always a bloody problem. Like you're saying about missing Attitude Era weeks.
Yeah.
But it's also an issue for video games. Like, there are games that were released and then just never got released again, or it's not in the same state.
Speaking of availability gaps, obviously the Attitude Era was a big part of the Monday Night Wars. Well, on Netflix you can't even watch WCW Nitro. So it's like, you can basically watch WWE's part of the war, but again, if you want to watch the WCW side of things, you're gonna have to find either an alternate place where yeah, old episodes can be watched, or again have a DVD of it. But it's like, who has a WCW DVD? I know I don't.
I always find it kind of strange when people lament physical stuff. Like, who has physical stuff nowadays? Not to sandbag you, but it's just more of YouTubers doing the same thing when it comes to video games. Like, who buys physical video games these days? And here I am thinking, you know, like, is this not a case of projection?
To be fair, the only case in which I buy a physical copy of a video game nowadays is if it's a PlayStation exclusive and I really want to get it, and also...
Yeah, because PC is always better.
And also... Well, physical in terms of consoles is better than digital. Because it's like you say, you never know when your PlayStation library is just going to omit you from playing certain games.
Yeah, because I know with Xbox... Oh, wait, no. The Xbox 360 marketplace shut down. I'm sure the PS3 one must have shut down by now. They were threatening it years ago and backed out. But when it comes to Nintendo, yeah, the DSi, the 3DS, the Wii U, they're all shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's for buying new games, but sooner or later the download servers are going to go. Like, any Wii games that you bought way back when, pretty sure you can't re-download them now, even if you own them. It's not about buying new games, it's about downloading old ones. Can't do that anymore either. Physical
Mate,
doesn't have...
not even like Wii Sports or...
Well, if you bought it digitally, then yeah, you're not going to be able to download it again.
Well, I had a physical copy of it.
Yeah. And but yeah, it's still a half-hearted thing, because even if you have a physical copy of the game and all of the servers are gone, you can't just not buy new games, you can't download ones you've already bought. So many games get day one patches that if you want a physical copy, you're only going to be able to play the crappy day one version. Unless you somehow obtain the update data, which is, I don't even know how legal redistributing that. Actually, no, I'm pretty fucking sure I know how legal that is. It isn't. It's a copyright violation, like any other thing. So, at that point, people are going to be selling consoles. Is that
Why
even
would
legal?
people need to illegally obtain it anyway? If they have a physical copy and an internet connection, they can just update via the internet anyway.
I just said though, what if the servers for it go down? So you can't download updates anymore. It's just, at that point, if you want it to be completely legal, you'd have to sell a console that has the update data already on it, buy that console, then use its update data somehow. But even then, how legal is it to sell a console that comes with stuff on it? Like, is it a hard requirement to factory reset a console that has stuff installed on it? Like, how does that work? Do updates come with a transferable right to the data? I don't freaking know. Such a ball ache. I honestly wonder if there were sweeping copyright reforms at one point. Cool, thanks game. How much of what is currently illegal would become... Sorry, how much of what is currently illegal would become legal? Because to some extent, like keeping update data online for download, yeah, it's piracy or copyright violation, whatever, but it's so necessary. Because the alternative is, like I say, you're selling an entire console that happens to have update data on it. It's ridiculous. I think if any illegal thing were to become illegal from like common sense law, it would be that. But you could push that a little further and justify games that haven't been for sale in like 20 years. Like because the publisher went bankrupt or something. Or even games that never were released. Like maybe prototypes or games that were only released in, say, Japan. Because why should you have to buy from a foreign market to get access to something in your country? Lead.
Well, lately, for the most part, I mean, a game in Japan will eventually come out in North America.
We're still waiting for Mother 3 to come out. The game's like 20. Oh yeah, we also just fought a Metroid. In the Metroid game? Don't tell me. That's bonkers.
Hi, honey.
Hi. There's the labs up in the corner. I suppose it's not necessarily a bad thing. This is an exploration game, and I guess this does nail the feeling of you exploring the enemy's freaking home base.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? Get out! You can't touch that. No, you'll kill us all. Arg, there be pirate data. I remember when CBBC or CBeebies or whatever had a show called Space Pirates. I wasn't very familiar with Metroid at the time, so I never found it funny, but I sure do now. Like, haha, look at me, I'm shooting space pirates. Hahaha, that's depressing. They just wanted to sing music.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah, it was like 2012, bit after our time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I feel like by 2009, 2010, I kind of left CBBS and CBBC behind, and I was all like Disney Channel, Nick Jr., Playhouse Disney, Disney Jr., Nickelodeon.
And if I do. Do I hear another one? Oh, okay. I hope this does not go painfully. That is the wrong button, Fred.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
god.
Nope.
This analog stick is quite stiff, and the camera cannot be controlled.
I guess Metroid moves really heavily.
Her name is Samus Aran.
Okay, I guess Samus moves really heavily.
Yeah, just I swear this analog stick feels like the sequel to the N64's analog stick. It's just got this. It's stiff. It's hard to move it from the neutral position. That you end up exerting too much force and moving way too much by the time it finally gives. If that makes any sense. It's not a sensitive analog stick by any. Well, it's both sensitive and not sensitive at all. It doesn't give, but when it does give, it's too damn sensitive. It's like a mechanical, physical dead zone rather than a digital one. Wait, it's this way I want to go. Oops.
Don't mind me, I'm just getting comfortable.
Comfortabler. Ugh. If I kill this now, maybe it won't bother me later. Samus, over gone. Yeah, the titular Metroid. Not as bad in this game as they are in the 2D ones. The whole thing with them is they're like alien vampires. They'll latch onto you and drain your health and...
Drain your blood.
Yeah, you can't really hit them when they're attached to you. You gotta knock them off with morph ball bombs. Hello? What are you doing here?
I can't believe you're over halfway to scanning everything already.
Well, we've been playing this game for a bit. Isn't this like stream 3 or 4?
I thought it was part 2.
Hell no! This isn't part 2!
Oops.
Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it isn't.
I swear we've only done one Metroid stream before.
You sure we haven't?
That or I'm just choosing to forget one or two others.
Because it was so traumatic. It's a shame I didn't actually get to grow up in this game. Like I said, I got the Wii version. That was way, way later than I grew up playing the GameCube. Like the GameCube, geez, we must have had it from 2004, 2005-ish, maybe? Maybe even before that. Very early game console for me. Ooh, you got Emily in chat, right?
Hi Emily.
Hello, Emily.
I had I had a great day.
Do you want to give a recap of what you were up to that day?
Sure. So I spent most of my birthday at home because I had to wait for Fred's family to get done with work or other responsibilities before I could go over to actually have my proper birthday party. So I got up, I opened my presents, and then I got to use my presents. So I got quite a few games, so most of them are games that are gonna come out soon, so I can't play them yet. And then I also got some books. One was wrestling themed, and then one is like the novel for one of my favorite animes. And then when it did come round to the celebration, it wasn't a long celebration, sadly, because I think everyone was a bit pooped from their long day, because I mean, Fred's brother went to bed pretty early. Fred's sister is kind of... What's a nice way of putting it? Like, she just kind of stays upstairs most of the time.
A bit reclusive.
Yeah, reclusive, okay. And then, yeah, there was... So, mostly the celebration was just me, Fred, and Fred's dad. Which was a bit like, oh... It would have been nice to have more people celebrating consistently. But I had a fun time. I had some nice cake as well, even though the slice of cake I picked was very, very sweet. So I didn't eat it all. Yeah, when did you find out I shared my birthday with Rihanna?
I think it was brought up on stream by Emily.
Yeah.
Oh, someone did. Someone said it.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Olivia Rodrigo had a really cool looking birthday party because I follow her on Instagram. Rihanna lately, ever since she's become a mum and she's kind of not been really releasing music as much, hasn't been as active on social media. So I don't know how Riri celebrated her birthday, but I'm sure she had a great day. And yeah, tell me about it. I can't believe I'm 27 either. I don't feel any different. I'm starting to think I'm just at that point now where, yeah, I age up, to put it in Sims terminology, and I just don't feel any different. I mean, I feel I might, maybe the next birthday I might feel a little bit different about is 30, because then yeah, because 30 is kind of like the official age where you go from being like a young adult to being at that age where, yeah, you should probably be starting to think about how you want to settle down and everything.
I'm not looking forward to hitting my 30s.
Yeah.
I mean, if my hairline's already up here, where's it going to go in the next decade? It'll wrap all the way back around. I'll look like an old grandpa.
Yeah, I still need to listen to Leanne's debut album, but I have heard really good things about it. I also was really glad to hear that the Little Mix girls and Jessie Nelson have reconnected ever since everything that's been going on with Jessie's twins regarding their SMA diagnosis, where their muscles and their bones are so weak that they can't even walk. They might not ever walk. So it is nice that even though, yeah, Little Mix and Jessie feuded for a little bit, that seems to be over now. Yeah, but I need to listen to Leanne's album. I know Bruno Mars has released a track list for the Romantic, his new album, which comes out on Friday. I'm definitely gonna be listening to that as soon as I get up on Friday, that's for sure. Some of the song names on Bruno's upcoming new album sound really, really cool as well. I wish I could remember some of them off the top of my head. I mean, yeah, there's... I just might... I think one of them's called, like... Just, like, called Cha 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 or something like that. I've heard bits of Jade's album. I've only really listened to the singles, Angel of My Dreams, FUFN, Fantasy, Midnight Cowboy, Plastic Box. I've only really listened to the singles. Yeah, I think I was kind of shocked that Bruno's tracklist is so small. Like, I was kind of hoping, you know, his first album in a decade, there was going to be loads of songs on it, but I think there's only, I want to say, like, I didn't count them, but it looks like there's like 10, 11 or 12 songs, which is like all. So, but I'm sure, knowing Bruno, each of those songs is going to be amazing in their own way.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that was worrying.
Yeah, I definitely do need to. Well, I need to listen to Leanne's album. I need to give Perry's album a proper listen as well, because I've only really heard the singles from Perry's album as well. Yeah, I need to listen to all the Little Mix Girls solo albums, that's for sure, like in full. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realise that The Romantic by Bruno is the same length as An Evening with Silk Sonic. That's interesting. Because, I mean, I guess with, I mean, An Evening with Silk Sonic was so amazing and memorable that I guess I just forgot there was so few songs on it. Because, like, every song on An Evening with Silk Sonic is amazing. From Leave the Door Open to Smoking Out the Window, After Last Night, 777. I could go on. One album I'm really excited about is Charlie Puth's album. I'm really looking forward to listening to that, especially with me going to see Charlie in July. I saw that he actually released on Spotify his version of the national anthem. So I bet there was quite a few people listening to that. Yeah, I remember Unorthodox Jukebox had 10 tracks. I remember that album pretty well because I listened to it in full loads of times. And then, yeah. I guess another little thing I'm disappointed about with Bruno's latest upcoming album is there's no collaborations. Like, it would have been nice. I mean, maybe on the deluxe edition he might include Act with Rosé or Die With A Smile by Lady Gaga as like bonus tracks. But I was kind of hoping for some more Bruno Mars collaborations. There is also the odd chance that Bruno might be holding out on us and some of the songs actually are collaborations, but he just hasn't said that yet. Or like maybe some of the songs on the album might be released as singles with other artists. Like how he had the solo version of Finesse, but he also had the single version of Finesse, which he did with Cardi B. How are you doing, honey?
Good. Nearly out of this blooming lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big annoying linear section that you then have to backtrack through on the way out. There. Not good. There we go. Back to normal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, one of Bruno's upcoming new songs is called God Was Showing Off. I bet that one is gonna be ultra. Oh, I bet Bruno's gonna sound so confident on that one. Cause I bet he's talking about himself when it comes to that. He could also be talking about like a special girl that he wrote the song about, but I'm kind of hoping he's gonna go the braggadocious route and you know, talk himself up a bit. Like, yeah, God was showing off when he created me.
Oh, it's what Negan would say.
Yeah. I'm also hoping On My Soul is going to be a really soulful song. Because, I mean, why have soul in the title and not have it be like a soulful ballad or something like that? Hi, Ibrahim on YouTube. I don't know how long your message has been there.
Oops.
I've been kind of locked in on both the game and replying to my Twitch chat, but I hope you're doing well. Is that a rock monster?
Yeah. I don't know how the game tries to justify this one in the scan visor. It says like, ooh, magical sentient rock that's somehow scientifically possible. This is what it has to say. An animated sentient creature of stone charged with... Oh, it's fizz on radiation that gives it life. Yeah, alright. Whatever you say. There's an achievement for defeating this thing without the scan visor, the thermal visor. I don't know, man, this seems a bit rough.
Yeah. Hi, Ibrahim. I see you're on my Twitch chat as well.
I see that.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome in. I hope you had a great, or you're having a great weekend. It's not exactly over yet.
It's so over.
I had a great birthday on Friday. Oh yeah, Emily, I can totally see that. Yeah, why do you want to fight? It's gonna be a ballad. Yeah, I bet that's gonna be like a plea to... That's gonna be like a No, please don't break up with me kind of song.
Don't do it! No! No!
He's Bruno Mars. Why would you ever want to break up with someone like Bruno Mars?
Because he can have someone like me.
I still need to watch Bruno's Grammy performances. I saw they got uploaded to YouTube. I did watch a little bit of the act performance he did with Rose, and I loved how very rock fueled that performance was. But I do need to watch both the act performance and I Just My performance in full.
Yeah. Again, I know I'm supposed to be using the thermal visor. Just there's an achievement for not. Thing is, without it, I don't know where the heck his weak spot is. It's always a different rock they have to target.
The first rule of blank is that you do not talk about blank. Or the first rule of redacted, I guess.
Redacted. What was it, the first rule of retro achievements? Don't let people know you have an addiction. That's how you win. It feels like I've shot every rock in this guy's body, and it's been the wrong rock.
It was a Fight Club reference. I remember that quote, but I haven't seen the movie. It's one of those quotes that kind of transcends the movie it comes from. And I kind of saw Bruno having a song called Cha 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 coming, because when I went to see him on the 24K Matic tour, he basically turned That's What I Like second verse into a little bit of a salsa. So I'm like, ooh, Bruno Mars knows different types of dance. So I'm hoping his Cha 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 song will be similar to like that, or to the arrangement of That's What I Like was when it was salsified. That would be really cool. I think the actual quote isn't the actual quote from Fight Club, the first rule of Fight Club is that you do not talk about Fight Club?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe Ibrahim wanted me to guess it, that's why he...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh. I failed, I'm sorry.
Failure. I don't think that's as well.
Highly recommend Fight Club, more relevant today than ever before. It's about a group of young people that form a cult-like revolt against people in power, government. I can see that being more relevant to American politics than here.
I don't know, people don't like Starmer.
Yeah, that's true. People don't like Keir Starmer. I mean, ooh, if Boris Johnson is our Donald Trump, then, I mean, Keir Starmer might be like our Joe Biden. I don't know. Just like the guy who's trying to make his country great again, but is kind of floundering a little.
I don't know, who's more likely to push things like the internet? The Internet Act requires every site requirement the ID now. I think it's less of a Biden thing and more of a thing. Well, I don't know, either way, I remember Biden just being largely ineffective. Starmer's pushing things people don't want.
Yeah.
Like, back to fighting this boss with no bloody visor.
Do you have any favourite Bruno Mars songs?
Well, it's in a fire like that with a smile. If that counts at all.
Yeah, it is a Bruno Mars song, even if it features Lady Gaga.
The purists will what's the word? Dissect me. That's it.
Dissect you.
Not disassemble me, my god. Yeah, the purists will be like, that is not a real Bruno Mars song, you are not a real fan. Hashtag fake fan Fred.
Have you heard any of the Bruno Mars songs?
Of course I have. Yeah, a few. I'm just not thoroughly familiar.
Thoroughly familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, like that one Haikyuu song. Oh wait.
Haikyuu?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's really funny. One of my favourite animes is an anime called Haikyuu, and there's a ending song, like a song that plays over the end credits, and I think it's season 2, that sounds like the lazy song, but in Japanese.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's a little bit more upbeat than Lazy Song, but it's still close enough that, yeah, you can kind of be like, is this the Lazy Song?
Yeah, you don't need to be a musician to know that it's too damn similar.
American politics be like, you can either choose an 80-year-old who is so demented you don't even know which planet he's on, or you can choose a dictator who's keen on who's been on a specific island.
Oh
yeah.
god.
No wonder I see tweets every day where it's like, oh no, Catherine O'Hara passed away, but Donald Trump's still alive. How dare this world exist, or whatever.
I wish I could wish death upon my enemies and get away with it. But in this country, that's illegal.
I have sang I Just Might around Fred, but I've never actually... Because usually when I listen to music, I listen on my headphones. Because me and Fred have very different tastes in music, so sometimes the music I listen to, he doesn't entirely like. So I have sang I Just Might by Bruno around Fred, but I do actually need to get him to listen to it. And yeah, the music video to I Just Might is so good as well. Like Bruno's dance moves and his outfit.
Oh god, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Run!
Look at this draw distance. What is this, an N64 game?
No.
Well, good. I hope. Big rock, finally. Yeah,
Why is it now my Nightbot commands are suddenly spamming the chat again?
Oh.
Oh, stupid Nightbot timers.
Well, it's got bot in the name. Bot
I swear
does
I
what
fixed it.
Nightbot does as bots do. Spam, spam, spam. Yeah. How do you like some of that? Doesn't fight King Dongo. Ooh! They're off. I'm glad this boss just gives you infinite health and ammo refills. Very, very generous.
I mean, the dance to I Just Might is easy, because, I mean, it's basically just Bruno shaking his hips, and then, like, yeah, he does, like, little gestures.
spoilers with the hitboxes on this boss. My word. Does it have an effective range or something? Jeez. Oh, why did that do this?
Ibrahim has another film recommendation, the original Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, yeah, right.
A first-person shooter survival game is about to release, which takes place the same exact day as the movie did. Oh. I mean, if I'll check the game out first, and then if the game looks good, I might consider, watching the movie to prepare for it. But I mean, my gaming schedule right now is crazy anyway, because I mean, Resident Evil 9 is about to come out on Friday, so I wanna definitely make sure I get Resident Evil 8 done in time for that.
Oh, game. Don't think I don't see your vertex lighting. That's hideous.
Oh, that is so bad.
Look at it go.
Oh, why does it look like a dance floor? No.
So dopey.
I don't know whether... I don't think I Just Might is in my top 5 Bruno songs. I think it's good, but I don't think it's... I wouldn't say it's the best song he's ever put out. Because I feel like other songs like Die With A Smile or Grenade or Just The Way You Are more timeless. Okay. I'm not really that much of an FPS player now anyway, but I'll read into it, I guess, without watching spoilers, and I'll check out the movie if I like it after that. I'm not really that big into dinosaur things anyway. Like, I'm not a fan of dinosaurs or vampires. It seems it seems like the only supernatural horror thing I'm really into is zombies.
There we go. I hope that was the one for doing it without the scan visor. Thermal visor. Why can't I escape the feeling I did all of that for nothing?
I think my favourite Bruno Mars song of all time is either When I Was Your Man, Die With A Smile, or Just The Way You Are. Uptown Funk is also up there, so that's technically a Mark Ronson song.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. It's not Bruno Mars featuring Mark Ronson.
I remember when that song came out, people were just commenting on how it sounds just like the Sonic CD boss music.
What, really?
Yeah, just like little...
Don't believe me, just watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Pretty
believe
much how
me,
it
just
is.
watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh.
How do I get up there? Ah, grapple beam. Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, Fred Likes Nothing on You by B.O.B. and Bruno.
Yeah.
Beautiful girls all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love saying it in a dumbass voice.
got nothing on you, baby. Yeah, I have both Nothing on You and Billionaire on Spotify, and I still listen to them constantly. Jurassic Park is brilliant. The quotes, the details, the message, even the visuals are perfect because they use practical models instead of CGI, and it's aged so good. It still looks very realistic. Yeah, I mean, I have seen bits of Jurassic Park movies before, and I just couldn't gel with them. I mean, of course everyone's entitled to their own opinion there, but I just don't see the whole, oh my god, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Might be a little on the horror side as well. You're not really into
Yeah.
horror films at all. I know it's
No.
not the
I mean,
focus. It's
I
just
saw Jurassic World in cinema, right? And I jumped so many friggin' times because the dinosaurs would just appear on the screen out of nowhere. I think the only horror movie I really remember really liking is probably the most recent horror movie I've seen, which is Iron Lung, which Markiplier brought out. Oh yeah, absolutely, Emily. You are gonna have the time of your life at Bruno. I know me and my mum did when we saw him back in 2017, which I can't believe was almost 10 years ago now. Yeah, I loved hearing Uptown Funk live and Treasure when I was your man. I got to hear all the hits, so I'm hoping that you do as well. I'm also hoping I'll get to hear all of Charlie Puth's hits when I see him. So not just his latest album, but his older albums as well. I mean, Charlie Puth's debut album did just turn 10 years old after all. I mean, I don't think you need any advice to enjoy a Bruno Mars concert. I mean, I guess the only advice I have is just, you know, make sure you sing along and also make sure you cheer for Bruno like crazy. That's always the advice I give to other people, especially if they're going to the same show as me. I'll be like, okay, come on guys, we need to give insert artist name here the biggest ovation ever, so they'll want to come back ASAP.
oh my god.
But I honestly believe that Bruno Mars to you is gonna be what Taylor Swift was to me, because Taylor Swift, not only is she the best concert I've ever been to, but seeing Taylor was probably the best day and night of my life. And I love that whenever I sing a Taylor Swift song now, even if it's one of her newer ones that I didn't get to hear live, I still kind of get flashbacks to the Eras tour. Especially whenever I listen to Life of a Showgirl, because that has the actual voice clip from the Eras tour at the end of it, from when Sabrina appeared at the Eras tour. So I remember hearing that voice clip at the end of Life of a Showgirl for the first time and getting emotional, because it did make me really miss seeing Taylor. I do remember Bruno getting funny about people recording a show at a show I went to. That might be a more recent thing, I don't know, because I mean, it feels like more recently that artists have kind of been like, no, put your phones away, enjoy the concert. That wasn't really a thing 10 years ago. And I mean, you can expect from Bruno that he's gonna have a really nice looking stage. Because the stage that he performed on at the 24K Magic Tour was really nice because there was like these columns of lights and there was a big screen that was like right at the back and central, so it was really easy to see Bruno. And yeah, there was lighting and his band went far away, like Bruno and his band were pretty close together, so when they're on stage they do look like a proper group. Whereas some artists, if they have a band, the band might take more of a back seat whilst the artist is the one that's centre stage. And if it's gonna be like the 24K Magic Tour, I imagine he'll have quite a few, like, videos during his concert that might hype the crowd up, or that might be really funny. Because I remember the 24K Magic show having really good kind of interludes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno's stage setup for the romantic tour is very love themed. Like, yeah, maybe a big heart, or maybe even his screens. They might be inside of a heart shape. Because if it's at a stadium, then usually the artist does have control of what kind of screens they have at the concert. It's like how when I went to see Ed Sheeran in Manchester back on the Divide Tour, because it was the Divide Tour, Ed Sheeran's screens that you could see him on were in the shape of the Divide symbol. How's the game going, honey?
I'm trying to remember what stuff I can do right now with the abilities I have.
Yeah.
Was there something in the monitor station? I don't think so. There was some stuff in Andrea Drifts, whatever the hell its name is. But I still need the plasma beam to get the most out of that place. Need the various suit. Maybe I am supposed to go there. Yeah, right now I just feel like I'm between locations.
Yeah.
remember if I mentioned this already, but this song is just blatantly copied from Super Metroid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during the game's development, a lot of stuff was just copied from Super Metroid, but towards the end they replaced it with original stuff. I think they just missed this one. Oops. Are we there yet? Really just be doing this. Oh, that's where it's gone. It's just these buggers. Right. At least when I go to Fendraid Rifts, it's going to be a save point. I cannot remember the last time I saved.
Yeah.
The thing about the glitchy lock-on is I'm not even playing like the earliest version of this game. I'm like using version 1.2 or whatever. Maybe my controller's malfunctioning or something. But it does seem like a case of... Well, I know in this game if you gently like toggle the left trigger, you'll switch lock-on target. But being a mechanical or micro switch, maybe it's too sensitive or something. Thinks I'm releasing it when I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Emily, you probably would have been better going to the Bruno show I went to, because, I mean, again, my mum only paid like 60, 70 quid each for our tickets, whereas, I mean, I'm not gonna say how much your dad or whoever it was that got you your tickets paid, because it was very, like, more expensive than my tickets, to put it lightly. And yeah, so I'm kind of, I mean, I am jealous obviously that you're gonna see Bruno, but I'm also at the same time in a similar boat to how you were when I went to see Bruno myself, because you had Little Mix, whereas I've got Charlie Puth to look forward to. So, and Charlie Puth is someone who has been on my concert bucket list for 2 years. Not 2 years, 10 years. Pretty much since he brought out his debut album and also brought out that Fast and Furious 7 song that still makes me emotional to this day whenever I listen to it. Yeah, I am glad I got to see Little Mix when I did on their Get Weird tour, because if I felt like that was when they were at the height of their popularity. Like, there was so many good songs on the Get Weird album, from Hair to Lightning, Black Magic, what other songs were on the album? OMG, Weird People, ADID, AS, and yeah, so many good songs. Because whereas Glory Gates and LM5 were both very good albums, I do still think my favourite Little Mix album is Get Weird. Because I just loved how fun and happy and dancey that album was. Yeah, you can't go to see every artist that you want to see all at once. You do have to kind of prioritize and not only think about which artist you really want to see, but also think about money, like which artist. So if an artist is touring that you really want to see and you want to go see them, you do still have to think like, are the tickets reasonable enough? Will the tickets and the money that you spend on those tickets be worth the actual experience? Like, I'm sure, I mean, I know for a fact that the cheap tickets I got for Charlie Puth are going to be well worth the money. Because I mean, that taster of him singing the national anthem was all I needed to get excited and be like, okay. Can Charlie Puth sing like that when I go see him, please? Because that was amazing.
This enemy is an absolute jack.
An absolute a-hole. Yeah, I'm sure it will. And my mum's going to that one as well with me, which is really cool because, yeah, my dad didn't want to go, and Fred is kind of more of a last resort option for concerts because he's not really into the whole concert atmosphere. So, yeah, my mum's going to see Charlie Puth with me. And I'm very excited about that. I don't think my mum knows that many Charlie Puth songs. I know she knows See You Again, which is a song that he wrote for Fast and Furious 7 as like a tribute to the film, one of the film's main stars, Paul Walker, who tragically passed away during the filming of that movie. But I don't know how many other Charlie Puth songs she knows, so it'll be interesting. I'm sure she'll still enjoy it though, even if she doesn't know every Charlie Puth song that's on the set list. So there might even be a funny moment where Charlie starts singing a song and my mum's like, oh, I recognise this song because of how you sang it.
I just remembered where I'm supposed to be, and it is very, 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 very far from here.
Well, my mum was very stressed when she got Bruno Mars tickets because it was kind of one of those typical nightmare Ticketmaster experiences. Like, it was very, very hard to even get through to get tickets. And then my reaction was I don't think I screamed or anything, but I was genuinely really excited. I was just like, oh my god! And then, because at the time I saw Bruno, you've still got the tickets posted to you, like physically, before you went to a show. Obviously now it's all mobile. But when my physical tickets came for Bruno, that was the moment where it actually hit me. And I was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. I'm seeing Bruno. And I probably still have it somewhere, but there is a photo somewhere of me holding my Bruno Mars ticket. And my Demi Lovato ticket from when I saw her, that is still stuck up on my wall, on my old bedroom wall at my mum's. I still have my Demi Lovato Tell Me You Love Me poster and my Demi Lovato ticket on the wall at my mum's. So that's a really cool memory that I'll always have. Because before I saw Taylor, Demi Lovato was my favourite female concert. I know Demi's actually doing a tour for It's Not That Deep that starts in America soon, due to her health issues and her past struggles. I don't know whether it's going to be a world tour. It might just be an American tour. I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno comes out and you start crying like I did when I saw Taylor, because as soon as Taylor Swift came out, as soon as I saw her on that stage, I just burst into tears, because it was literally like a dream come true moment, because Taylor Swift was my dream concert that I always wanted to see, and now I have. So yeah, it was a very emotional day for me. I was crying all the way from Taylor's Fearless era to her... Well, I was crying all the way from her Lover era to her Red era in terms of her set list. So I was crying for a good while.
Kind of crying is the right word, because you weren't crying out. You were teared up.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
tears were streaming down my face.
Yeah.
I mean... On my old Facebook account, there was even a video of me where I'm just singing along to one of the songs from Lover, and you can see my face is just flushed with how it looks after I've been crying. I had a very similar experience when I went to see Demi, because when Demi Lovato started singing Skyscraper, which to this day is still my favourite ever Demi Lovato song, that was another moment where I was just tears streaming down my face, sobbing, singing along to the words. I just hope that even if Bruno's tickets were really expensive this time, I just hope he doesn't make me wait another 10 years for him to do another tour. Because I do want to see him again. And I'd rather not be like, I don't know, middle-aged or whatever by the time Bruno Mars tours again. Because I do love that man, but he does make me wait sometimes. As well, with Taylor Swift going back to that concert, it wasn't just Taylor that made the night amazing as well, because I saw Paramore as her opening act, and Paramore are one of my favourite rock bands. And Paramore were amazing as well. They were probably like the best opening act I've ever seen at a concert. So, and that just... And the crowd was so alive for the whole concert as well, like all 3 hours of Taylor Swift's set, and then the 30 or so minutes that Paramore did as well. It was just the most amazing, amazing, amazing time.
Damn it.
Another thing, I guess some advice about Wembley I could give as well is the food and drinks there are kind of extortionately expensive. Like I would recommend if you want to eat, like eating before, maybe before you go to the concert, or try like sneaking in snacks into the stadium. Because when I went to Wembley for Linkin Park with Fred's brother, the food and the drinks were really expensive. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't believe it's, yeah, it feels both so long ago that I saw Taylor and also like yesterday. It's really weird. It feels so long ago that I'm just like, oh Taylor, I miss you so much. I want to see you again already. But it's also like, I still remember the whole show as if I went yesterday. It was that good. Yeah, I think you're gonna like Victoria Monet. She was really good when she opened up for Ariana when I saw Ari. Anderson .Paak is probably gonna be hilarious. And then I'm sure Leon Thomas and Ray on their tour dates are gonna be really good as well. I bet whenever Ray performs Where Is Your Husband, Where Is My Husband on the tour, it's gonna go down a treat. Because I feel like that song has become her breakout hit. Even though she's been making music for a few years now. I guess as well as Bruno, the only other concert I have severe like jealousy and FOMO about is Teddy Swims, because I would have loved to have gone to see Teddy Swims at Scarborough if I was both quick enough with getting tickets for that and also had someone to go with. Because Teddy Swims is one of my... He's got such a good voice. And I also recently found out he's a wrestling fan, which is like... Why are all of my favourite artists wrestling fans? You're a bit quiet, honey.
Just trying to focus.
Okay. As long as you're having fun.
I'm in a 3 hour mark, so what does it matter anyway?
True.
Even if I'm suffering, I'll be like, haha, it's over in 10 minutes. Oh goodness, we're doing this now. I've jinxed it. I've made it not fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you do get a little mini Silk Sonic set list. Yeah, I'll be especially jealous if you get to hear Smoking Out the Window, After Last Night, and Blast Off, because I think those three are my favourite songs from the Silk Sonic album. Because I love the bit at the end of Blast Off where where Bruno's singing, blasting off to some good vibrations, and his voice just kind of crescendos and gets higher with every line. I guess another bit of advice I have about the concert as well is usually before I go to a concert I do have because more often than not the tour date I'm going to for a concert isn't the first concert that artist has done for the tour, so there'll be a set list out for the tour, and I do usually look at the set list so I know what song's going to be sung. And I know that kind of spoils, like, the surprise, like, oh my god. Like, oh my god, what song's gonna be next? I don't know, but it also does help to be prepared so you know what words to practice and what songs to perfect and everything. Like, I'll definitely be doing that for Charlie Puth before I go see him. I'll be peeking at his set list and seeing what songs he'll actually be singing, and then I can prep and practice and make sure I'm all tuned up. That is always the one thing with artists at concerts is you never actually know how many of the new album songs they're gonna perform, because I've been to some concerts where I mean most of the concerts will only perform like the singles and then maybe one or two other album songs from the album that the tour is for. When me and Molly went to Panic at the Disco's last tour, they actually performed Viva Las Vengeance, which is the album that the tour was in support of, in full. So I got to hear that full album live and in person, which was really unique and really different, but also really fun. I wonder if Risk It All is going to be a ballad as well, because that sounds like it could be a title of a ballad. Or Risk It All could also be like a slow dance kind of song. Like, it might not be fully upbeat, but it might not be a full ballad either. Kind of somewhere in the middle. Apart from Charlie Puth though, and a couple of wrestling shows, I don't really have anything else planned for this year so far. I'm not sure whether I am gonna have anything else planned, because I mean most of the most of the big stuff that happens in a year, I find, usually happens during the summer. And I'm already going to see Charlie Puth in the summer, as well as a wrestling show. I don't know if I want to add a third thing to that schedule. Yeah, it's like how there was a Linkin Park song that came out recently, and the drummer for the band said it might just be like the best Linkin Park song that they've ever done. Like even with the old lineup, and I kind of agree with him. So if Philip Lawrence from Bruno's band says that the Romantic is gonna be amazing, I mean, I'm not gonna argue with him. Is there any food that I can have after the stream?
Yeah, of course there is.
Okay. Because the hummus I had earlier did not fill me up very
Of
much.
course
I need to have a proper meal.
not. Oh, Echoes hit hard.
If you lose all your energy, do you die?
Yeah, then I have to go back to my save point.
Oh wow, so you nearly almost died.
No, I have a few of those squares. Those are refills.
Ah, okay.
Creates a neat feedback loop where, like, the more you explore in the game, the more health you get, the easier the game gets. So while you can play the game practically like a first-person shooter,
Yeah.
you don't have to. May not even be the best way. Go! This is where I was supposed to be this whole time.
Yay, you found your way back. Oh no.
Let's do that properly. Oof, that was close. And it's close. Juicy Chozo Law. Ooh.
Chozo Law.
Yeah. Blah blah blah, we're all dying. Okay, good to know. I think I need super bombs to get through here. Well, to do the puzzles in that room anyway. To get through, I just go through this hidey hole. Nothing to scan?
Nope.
I guess not. Well, it'd be at
You
least
guess
some.
not. Ew.
Ooh-wee. Here we go. Chozo lore.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to... I hope my dad will let me visit him soon. Because then it'll mean I'm in your area, Emily, and I might be able to come along. Because lately my dad's been really busy. I've been wanting to stay at his house for a while. And yet it's just like... Wait, huh?
And leave me alone?
Well, not for a while. I just mean... I've been wanting to have a sleepover at his for a while. Why would that leave you alone? I thought...
Because you'd be not with me.
Mm-hmm. I like being with you.
But you want to be at your papa's and not mine. Or ours, sorry,
Well,
ours.
It's just to see him. I love you.
I love you too, I don't question that. I'm joking, darling.
Okay.
Jeez, you can't tell. Am I that bad?
Nah. Your tone is very deadpan. It's hard to tell.
Apparently I always sound deadpan, even when I'm not joking.
Also, Emily, I showed Fred K-pop Demon Hunters. He totally gets why it's as good as it is now. I couldn't talk. What did you enjoy about it?
I like that it just doesn't have filler or padding. It's very punchy and to the point.
Yeah.
It knows what the audience wants.
Do you like any of the songs?
I still can't unhear Butterbean.
Like a butterbean. Instead. Yeah, misheard lyrics. I feel like my favorite K-pop Demon Hunter songs keep changing, like with each listen. I'm like, no, Golden's my favorite K-pop Demon Hunter song, and then I'll hear what it sounds like, and I'll be like, no, that's my favorite. And then I'll hear Soda Pop, and it's like, my little Soda Pop, and I'm just doing the dance.
Oh wow, I have 100 missiles? Didn't even notice.
Yeah, Golden is a really good song from K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, I think either Golden or What It Sounds Like is my favourite Huntrix song, and then my favourite Saja Boys song is probably Soda Pop, because it reminds me a lot of like a BTS song, something that I can really dance to. I was pleasantly surprised by the music video to Urkelite by Taylor Swift, because Lewis Capaldi is in it and Graham Norton is also in it, as well as the Irish actor Domhnall Gleeson, I think his name is. I think it's pronounced something like Domhnall, but it's just a weird Irish name.
Ow.
Not to sound no offense to Irish, but
starting some trouble with the Irish, I see. Why is the statue playing bowling?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix is still in the top 10 movies.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it really has just blown up like a rocket ship. And it's
Like
just taken off.
Like a butterbean. In a microwave.
Will that mean the butterbean explodes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it does IRL, but still.
Hmm. Ooh, Bruno Blazing Mars. I like that. Yeah, once I get a teensy bit more confident with my driving, I might be able to listen to the radio more consistently whilst I'm driving. Because right now I feel like I'm on the precipice of being able to finally take my new driver plates off, and also for familiar places anyway, stop using my sat nav. So then once I'm at that point, I'll feel like maybe I'm even confident enough to listen to music. Because when I drive, I don't listen to music because I like to think about my driving skills and making sure I'm driving okay. Because one thing I learned when learning to drive is your brain kind of always has to be really focused when you're driving. And I feel like music can distract me a little whilst I'm driving.
Oh.
I also saw that Bruno is hosting a radio show on the American radio network iHeartRadio, and it's apparently gonna preview some of the new songs from his The Romantic album. So I'm kind of jealous that people in America will get to listen to a radio station and just hear Bruno being like, "Hi, I'm Bruno Mars. Welcome to the Romantic Radio."
What's so romantic about it?
Bruno Mars.
Will it wine and dine me?
All of his songs.
Say no more. I'm sold. Where the heck are we going? Anyway, we're right next to a save point, so we could wrap things up here if you wanted.
Okay.
Is that a yes you want to, or...?
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
Because I want to get food.
Yeah, I know you do.
I hungry. I hunger.
There it is.
There we go. So, that was Metroid. Oh, why is my nose doing this to me?
Aw, there's no option to make her spin. Nope.
My nose is just very sniffly right now.
Ooh, oh.
Alright. That was Metroid. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully my chatting about music didn't distract from the gameplay so much.
Well, it didn't distract me.
What?
It distracts me!
No, you were focused. Okay. Right. Dodge the microphone. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. My next stream will be tomorrow. I will be getting back to some Ace Attorney. I have finished the base game for Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, so I will be starting the DLC episode that got added to the Apollo Justice trilogy tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And that stream will start at 4 PM as per usual. But until then, if you enjoyed this stream and you are on Twitch, please do follow me. I swear I don't always sound like a nasally you-know-what. Yeah, follow me if you enjoy my content, and also hit the notification button or the button that has a bell on it so you can be notified about whenever I go live. If you are watching on YouTube, then please do like the video if you're watching on demand, comment on what your favourite part of the stream was, or what games you want to see me play in the future. And also subscribe so you can get dedicated access to my channel and my streams and my videos. Okay. So I am going to end the stream on YouTube so I can focus on reading on Twitch. God damn it. Why is my voice clamming up now of all the times? Ah. Yeah, so I will see you all tomorrow on YouTube and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye bye.